Hey, sorry I'm not there today. Here's what my face looks like currently. Someday I'll show you. Whoa, look at that. I hadn't really seen my eye close. My vision is terrible. So, and the reason I'm not there today, I had an accident. I fell down. Uh, I was planning on being there today, despite that, but I'm having vision troubles today that are scaring me a little bit. So I gotta go to the doctor, get that checked out, see what's going on. But I will make you this video. Well, I guess I can prop this up. Videos on the computer aren't working, so I'm just gonna do it on my phone. You asked for think-alouds, where I show you how I'm making meaning out of passages and the role that literary elements play in that. Chapter 15 is great for this, so pause this if you want. Go to chapter 15. I'm going to start the second paragraph to save time. As she seated herself and was about to begin to eat her soup, which had been served when she entered the room, several persons informed her simultaneously that Robert was going to Mexico. She laid her spoon down and looked about her bewildered. He had been with her, reading to her all the morning, and had never even mentioned such a place as Mexico. Note the overstatement there, like the kind of exaggerated way that she's putting this. So there's a little bit of omniscient narration, right, giving us a window into her head where we see the hyperbole, exaggeration, overstatement that belies or like reveals, shows her surprise. She's taken aback. I'm going to be making the case that, this scene shows that this bond has been created between the two of them. And we see it all over the place here. And so this feels like a breach, like he's, breaking something between them. She had blah, blah, blah. I'm going to skip to the next paragraph. She looked across at him where he sat beside Madame Lebrun, who presided. Edna's face was a blank picture of bewilderment. It's the second time we've heard that word, right? It emphasizes it. She's surprised, but bewildered is just to be surprised, confused. And she never thought of disguising it. He lifted his eyebrows with the pretext of a smile as he returned her glance. He looked embarrassed and uneasy. He knows that he's breaking, something, a connection, a bond between them. He's embarrassed about it, uneasy. He feels like he owes her something. When is he going? She asked the table, everyone. Tonight, this very evening. Did you ever? What possesses him? Were some of the replies she gathered, uttered simultaneously in French and English. Impossible, she exclaimed. How can a person start off from Grand Isle to Mexico at a moment's notice, as if you were going over to Klein's or to the wharf or down to the beach? There's that hyperbole, exaggeration. Again, showing her surprise and being indignant. That's a good word, showing she can't believe, like, how could you possibly do this? I said all along I was going to Mexico. I've been saying so for years, cried Robert in an excited and irritable tone. He wishes the spotlight were off him, right? He's irritated that there's so much attention given to this. Madame Lebrun knocked on the table with her knife handle, and I'm going to skip a couple paragraphs for time. I'm going to go to, there's nothing much to explain, Mother, Robert said, though he explained, nevertheless, looking chiefly at Edna while he's doing it. This is who he owes an explanation to. That he could only meet the gentleman whom he intended to join at Veracruz by taking such and such a steamer which left New Orleans on such a day, that Baudelaire was going out with his lugger-load of vegetables that night, which gave him an opportunity of reaching the city, making his vessel in time. But when did you make up your mind to all this? Demanded Monsieur Farival. This afternoon, returned Robert with a shade of annoyance. There's that, he's just, quit. This is hard to talk about. At what time this afternoon? At 4 o'clock this afternoon, Monsieur Farival, Robert replied, in a high voice and with a lofty air, which reminded Edna of some gentleman on the stage. He's exaggerating just to end this conversation. Edna had forced herself to eat most of her soup, and now she was picking the flaky bits of a court bouillon with her fork. She's lost her appetite, right? She forced herself to eat a little bit, but is not hungry anymore because she's bereft, which means like really sad, feeling a loss because Robert's leaving, because there's been this connection building between them. As this scene goes on, there's a really great moment where people around the table are talking about Mexico and Mexicans, and being really not very culturally aware about Mexicans and things like that. And Robert and Edna talk to each other a little bit about it. It's such a great scene. I can see it like a movie. That, you know, this is Edna is the person to whom this makes a difference, because they have this connection, and this dinner scene, despite the fact that there are lots of people around, shows that close connection between the two of them. And it's with things like description of how they look, how they talk to one another or don't talk to one another, repetition of words like bewilderment, the omniscient narration getting into Edna's head so we can see that she's exaggerating because of how hurt she feels. We can see his unease because it seems he feels he owes her an explanation. So that's the meaning that I'm drawing from it, that this scene reveals the close connection that they bonded, and that's the role that literary elements play in showing me that. You're going to see more if there's any question in your mind about why Robert's leaving, that'll get pretty directly addressed soon in your reading. Yeah, so that's it. I'll keep you abreast of my face and eye situation. Fingers crossed my vision is okay. Hawthorne out.